Matt Crafton has been racing trucks since 2000. A model of consistency, Crafton has 251 straight starts with 132 top 10 finishes. However, with only one win coming at Charlotte Motor Speedway in 2008, Matt's critics wonder when win number 2 will come. Besides 2005, when he raced for Kevin Harvick, Crafton has stayed loyal to Duke Thorson and the Thor Sport Racing Team for 10 of his 11 seasons in the sport. And a little trivia for you, Crafton is the only driver to have run all 199 truck races that aired on Speed. And we welcome Matt Crafton back into the hub. It's his third time here, but we're not going to be easy on him, even though he's friendly in these parts. I know you hate to hear it, but your 11th place finish at Martinsville ended a little streak for you. You had 19 consecutive top 10 finishes. I know that you were seeing red, blood red, as I read, and you didn't want to talk to anybody for a few days after that. Why did it hurt so bad? 11th isn't terrible, but you say you could have done a lot better. Yeah,
I felt we could have been better. And that wasn't really acceptable. I mean, we run better than that. We just missed it. I mean, we did. I mean, I always say we, because I'm always one. I mean, it helps make decisions on the truck. And we had a very good truck for about 50 laps. And as equally as good as that truck was, as bad as it was on the end of the backside of a run. And we'd run 50 laps and just go backwards in a hurry. And the last run we had, I think, was 65, 70 laps. So I was in a hurry to go backwards.
Your teammate, Johnny Sauter, I said, he's a nice guy, and you said you must not know him that well.
No, me and Johnny, we give each other a bad time. I mean, anytime we take a jab at each other, I could promise there's going to be a jab thrown between me and him. I mean, we're actually really good friends off the racetrack as well.
I read something he said. He said, I never saw a law that stated a NASCAR team had to be based in Charlotte or North Carolina for that matter. And I know you guys take a lot of pride in being based in Ohio, and you guys are building a huge new amazing facility up there. Tell everybody about it and what some of the advantages and disadvantages are of being so far from North Carolina.
I'm supposed to say all the advantages. I'm not supposed to say all the disadvantages.
You can be honest.
Duke and Rada Thorson might not like that. Some of the advantages are definitely, once you have a core group of guys, it's a little bit easier to keep them because they're not where they can just go roll their toolbox across the street and go somewhere else. I mean, that's one of the advantages to it. Some of the disadvantages, if someone does leave, it's a little bit harder to replace them. But once you have that group of guys, and Duke and Ron Thorson, they built a great race team in Sandusky, Ohio, and that's where their business is based out of, Seal Best. And I mean, they've got a great sponsor, Midwest sponsor is a Menards, and that's where they're out of. So I mean, it all works hand in hand very well together.
I know that you've been with Thor Sports since 2001. The team, you know, started in 1996 with Terry Cook. You've seen the highs and the lows being at that team for so long. Does it feel good? I know the lows make the highs better to finally see your team back on an upswing, and you've been such a big part of it.
Yeah, my first race I ran with them was in 2000, and Duke's always told me, and we're going to grow together, and we're going to take baby steps. We're not going to come in here like some of these race teams and spend a bunch of money and being here for 3 years. He wanted to be here for the long haul, and he wants to. I mean, eventually wants to get to run some cup races and that. So, I mean, he's done it right, and I've always believed in him, and I mean, that's one guy, whenever he tells me something, he's going to do it.
I know you want to Gibson guitar, so your chance to do it is this weekend at Nashville. You finished 7th, 3rd, 6th there the last 3 times, no wins. How do you get to victory lane there?
Good question, because that I can honestly say that hasn't been one of my favorite racetracks. It hasn't been one of my best racetracks. Don't get me wrong, I don't dislike the place, but just haven't had the finishes to show for it.
Well, one of the things that's so great about you is a veteran that loves to help out the younger guys and bring them up. And I know they're always asking you to come and talk and share all the lessons that you've learned on the track and off. And that brings us to Travis Pastrana, your new best friend. You guys get kind of rowdy, and it's been documented live on Speed a few times. Tell everybody how you guys are working exclusively together.
Yeah, they called me and asked me to go help him at the beginning of December. I didn't know. I mean, I had no idea what kind of person Travis was going to be. I had never met him, so we went down to New Smyrna and tested there. And after the first day, and then we were there the second day, he asked me, are you going to do this for me all year? Can you do this? Will you go all the races I'm going to run and do all the tests? And we hit it off. I mean, it's been a great relationship. I mean, we've got along really good, a lot of practical jokes. We were out in California for the showdown race, and beat me in go-karts. He called me out on national television. And it's actually, I can honestly say it, his girlfriend beat me the first race, and I mean, I was humiliated. So he called me out on national television. So last time we tested here at Motor Mile, last week, we went and had a friendly little bet. And I think it was 3 or 4 races, and he lost all of them. So he always said, now he says, yeah, and now he said I had home track advantage. So that's his excuse. So I'm sure we'll do it again.
Well, he'll be cheering you on at Nashville, I'm sure, and so are we. Good luck this weekend and for the rest of the season. If you win that guitar, you got to come back and show it off right here.
I promise you I'll do that.
All right. Thanks so much, and happy Easter.
Thank you. You too.